Hello, and welcome to Learn English with UPodTube, the podcast where we not only improve your English, but also help you grow as a person. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Whether you're on your morning walk, riding the bus, or relaxing at home, thank you for spending this time with us. In today's episode, we're talking about something very special, the power of positive thinking. This is a topic that can truly change your life, not just your mood, but the way you see the world, the way you handle challenges, and the way you treat yourself and others. Now, you might be wondering, what is positive thinking exactly? Well, it's more than just smiling or ignoring problems. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when things are hard. It's about training your mind to see opportunities instead of obstacles. And the best part? Anyone can learn it, and that includes you. We'll be exploring how positive thinking can help you become more confident, more focused, and even more successful, both in learning English and in everyday life. We'll talk about real examples, useful tips, and simple words and phrases that you can use to express positivity in English. And today, I'm not alone. I'm very excited to welcome a special guest, my good friend Alex. He's a coach, a speaker, and someone who really knows the power of having a positive mindset. He's here to share his story, his experience, and give you some great advice to help you stay motivated. So grab a notebook if you want, relax, and let's dive into today's conversation, the power of positive thinking. So, Alex, let's start at the beginning. People hear the words positive thinking all the time, but what exactly does that mean? How would you explain it in simple terms?
That's a great place to start, Emma. A lot of people think that positive thinking means pretending everything is perfect or always being happy, but that's not it. Positive thinking is really about choosing helpful, hopeful, and realistic thoughts, especially when things are difficult.
Right. So it's not about ignoring your problems, but about how you respond to them.
Exactly. Life isn't always easy. We all face stress, challenges, even failure. Positive thinking doesn't mean denying those things. It means saying, okay, this is hard, but I'm going to do my best, and I believe something good can still come out of this.
That's such a powerful mindset. I think many of our listeners, especially those learning English, sometimes feel overwhelmed. They might say, I'll never be fluent, or I always make mistakes. But those thoughts don't help, do they?
No, they don't. Negative thoughts like that can actually slow you down. They make you feel stuck. But if you change your thinking, even just a little, you start to feel more motivated and confident. You might say instead, I'm still learning, and that's okay. Or, I made a mistake, but that means I'm trying.
That's such a helpful shift. And I love how you mentioned that it's not about being perfect. It's about being patient and kind to yourself.
Yes, and positive thinking is also a skill. It's something you can practice, like learning a new word or grammar rule. The more you practice thinking positively, the more natural it becomes.
So it's like a habit?
Exactly. Think of your thoughts like muscles. If you always think negatively, those are the muscles you're exercising. But if you start practicing positive thoughts, even small ones, over time, those muscles get stronger.
I love that. Can we give our listeners a few simple examples of positive thoughts they can use in their daily life?
Sure, here are a few. I'm doing my best, and that's enough. Every mistake is a step forward. Today is a new chance to grow. I can learn from this challenge. It's okay to go slow. Progress is still progress.
Those are beautiful. Let's slow them down a bit for our listeners. I'm doing my best, and that's enough. Every mistake is a step forward. Today is a new chance to grow. I can learn from this challenge. It's okay to go slow. Progress is still progress. Listeners, you can write those down or repeat them with us. Try saying them out loud. It might feel strange at first, but over time, it helps your brain believe them.
Yes, and when your brain starts believing more positive thoughts, your actions change. You speak more, you try new things, and you bounce back quicker from challenges.
That's exactly what we want for our listeners. Not just better English, but better confidence, better energy, and a better mindset.
Positive thinking is a foundation. It supports your learning, your goals, and your life.
So true. And I want to say to our listeners, even if you've had negative thoughts in the past, that's okay. We all do. But you can choose to start thinking differently, starting today.
Absolutely. Every day is a chance to plant new thoughts and grow stronger from the inside out.
Beautifully said. All right, when we come back in the next segment, we'll talk about why your mindset matters so much and how it affects not just your thoughts, but your results. Stay with us. This journey is just getting started. We talked about what positive thinking really means. It's not about ignoring reality, but choosing to focus on hope and solutions. Now, let's go a little deeper. Let's ask a very important question. Why does your mindset matter so much?
Yes, this is the heart of the conversation. Your mindset is the way you think, the way you see yourself, others, and the world. And it has a huge impact on your emotions, your behavior, and even your results.
That's so true. Can you give us an example?
Of course. Let's imagine two English learners. They're both at the same level. They both struggle with speaking. One has a positive mindset. She says, "I'm nervous, but I'll try anyway." The other has a negative mindset. He says, "I'll never get it right, so why bother?" Guess what happens? The first one starts speaking more. She makes mistakes, yes, but she learns. The second one avoids speaking. He stays stuck. So it's not about intelligence or talent, it's about mindset.
That's such a powerful example. It's like the difference between fear and growth. One learner sees mistakes as a problem, the other sees them as a step forward.
Exactly. And this is true in every area of life, not just language learning. Your mindset affects how you deal with failure, how you handle stress, and how you move forward.
I read once that your thoughts create your reality. Do you think that's true?
Yes, in many ways, absolutely. If you think you're capable, you act differently. You show up with more energy, you try harder, and because of that, you often get better results. But if you think, "I'm not good enough," you might not even try. And then you don't grow. Not because you can't, but because you never gave yourself the chance.
Wow, that's so deep and so important. I think many of our listeners need to hear this. You are capable. You are growing. And your mindset can open new doors.
Yes, and the good news is mindset is not fixed. It can change. Even if you've been negative or fearful in the past, you can choose a new way of thinking, starting now.
So beautiful and so encouraging. I remember when I was learning a new language, I had days when I wanted to give up. But when I reminded myself, this is hard because I'm growing, it gave me strength to keep going.
Exactly. Positive thinking doesn't remove the challenge. It gives you the power to move through the challenge.
Yes. So listeners, let's ask you a question. What kind of thoughts are you having today? Are they lifting you up or holding you back? Take a moment, even now, to check in with yourself. No judgment, just awareness.
And if you find negative thoughts, that's okay. We all have them. Just gently choose again. Replace them with something more helpful, like, "I'm learning and improving. This is difficult now, but it won't be forever." Every step forward counts.
Those small changes in thought create big changes in life. I love that. And coming up in our next segment, we'll hear Alex's personal story, how a major challenge in his life helped him discover the true power of mindset.
Yes, I'll share something very personal and honest. I hope it encourages someone out there.
I'm sure it will. Stay with us and remember, your thoughts matter more. Everyone, if you've been with us from the beginning, you've learned what positive thinking is, why it matters, and you've even heard Alex's inspiring personal story. Now, in this segment, we're going to make it practical. Let's talk about daily habits, simple things you can do every day to build and strengthen a positive mindset.
Yes, this is one of my favorite topics because so many people think that mindset is something you're born with, but actually, it's something you can train. Just like going to the gym to build muscle, you can do small mindset exercises each day.
That's such a great way to think about it. So what's the first habit you recommend?
The first one is very simple but powerful. Start your day with a positive thought. Before you check your phone or rush into your to-do list, take 1 minute to say something encouraging to yourself. It could be, "Today is a fresh start. I'm ready for good things. I will handle whatever comes my way."
I love that. It sets the tone for the whole day, doesn't it?
Exactly, and it helps your brain look for the good instead of focusing on fear or stress.
What's another habit that helps?
Another great one is gratitude journaling. Every evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for, even if they're small. Maybe you had a nice cup of tea, a kind conversation, or you learned a new English word.
Oh, that's beautiful. I actually keep a little notebook by my bed for this. It helps me sleep better too, because I go to bed with a calm, happy mind.
Yes, and science backs this up. Gratitude improves your mood, your sleep, and your overall well-being.
Listeners, this is something you can start tonight. No fancy journal needed, just a piece of paper or a note on your phone.
Another habit I love is positive self-talk. That means being your own best friend in your thoughts. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, "I'm so stupid," try saying, "That was a mistake, but I'm learning."
Yes, how we talk to ourselves matters so much. Would you speak that way to a friend? Probably not, so don't speak that way to yourself.
Exactly. Be kind, be patient, be encouraging, like a good coach.
Any other habits you recommend?
Definitely. Surround yourself with positivity. That means listen to uplifting music, read inspiring quotes, follow people who lift you up, not bring you down, watch or listen to podcasts like this one that support your growth.
Yes, what we consume, not just food, but information affects our mindset deeply.
And here's a fun one. Smile, even when you don't feel like it. Smiling actually sends signals to your brain that you're okay, and it helps shift your mood naturally.
I love that. It's so simple, but it works. I often tell learners, smile when you speak English. It makes you sound more confident and feel better inside.
That's a great tip. And remember, these don't have to be big changes. Start small. Choose 1 or 2 habits, do them consistently. That's how change begins.
So let's review. Here are 5 simple daily habits to build a positive mindset. 1. Start the day with a positive thoughts. 2. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. 3. Use kind and encouraging self-talk. 4. Surround yourself with uplifting people and media. 5. Smile, even on hard days.
Exactly. If you do even just 1 of these each day, you'll start to feel a real shift in your energy, your confidence, and your results.
Beautiful. And in our next segment, we'll explore some common English phrases and idioms related to positive thinking, so you can not only feel more positive, but also speak about it in fluent English.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Stay with us, friends. You're doing amazing. Where we believe that learning language is about more than words, it's about mindset. In this segment, we're diving into something really fun and useful: English expressions and idioms about positive thinking.
Yes, I love this part. Idioms are such a big part of natural English. They help you sound more fluent, and they also show how deeply positive thinking is built into the language.
Exactly. So let's explore some powerful expressions that you can use in your daily conversations, especially when you want to stay motivated or encourage someone else.
Idiom 1. Look on the bright side.
This one's a classic. If something doesn't go well and someone says, "Let's look on the bright side," they mean, let's focus on what's still good.
Yes, like if it rains on your picnic day, the bright side might be, well, at least the plants are happy.
Exactly. It's all about perspective.
Idiom 2. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Another beautiful one. It means even in a bad situation, there's something good.
Right. Think of a dark cloud in the sky. Even that cloud has a silver edge. So, if you lose a job, the silver lining might be, now I have time to find something better.
It's a very hopeful way of looking at life.
Idiom 3. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
This one is playful. It means turn a bad situation into something good.
Yes, lemons are sour, but if you add sugar and water, you get lemonade. In other words, use your challenges to create something sweet.
So if you fail a test, maybe it's a chance to study smarter and grow stronger.
Idiom 4, keep your chin up.
Ugh, I love this one. It means stay strong. Don't feel down.
Yes, people often say this when you're going through a tough time. Hey, keep your chin up. You'll get through this.
It's a gentle and caring way to offer support.
Idiom 5, the glass is half full.
Another great mindset image. If you see a glass with water halfway up, do you say it's half empty or half full? The positive thinker says it's half full.
It's a great way to describe someone who focuses on what they have, not what they lack.
Phrase practice time.
Emma, let's pause and practice these with our listeners. I'll say the phrase, and Alex, you give us a short example, okay?
Sounds good.
1. Look on the bright side.
I missed the train, but on the bright side, I got to enjoy a quiet coffee.
2. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Breaking my phone was frustrating, but the silver lining, I spent less time on social media.
3. When life gives you lemons.
Make lemonade. I used my bad day as inspiration for a painting.
4. Keep your chin up.
I know things are tough right now, but keep your chin up. You've got this.
5. Glass half full.
She always sees the glass half full. Even when plans change, she smiles and adjusts.
Beautiful examples. Listeners, don't worry about memorizing everything now. You can rewind, write them down, and practice them later. These phrases will make your English sound more natural and your thinking more optimistic.
And when you speak positively, you feel more positive. Language and mindset really go hand in hand.
That's right. In the next segment, we'll answer questions from our listeners and help you use positive thinking in real-life situations.
Can't wait.
Stay with us. You're doing amazing.
We're so proud of you. Today's focus is something that affects all of us, no matter where we're from or what language we speak. Negative thoughts.
Yes, even people who seem happy and confident can struggle with negative thoughts. It's normal, but the good news is, you don't have to believe everything you think.
That's such an important sentence. Let's say that again for our listeners. You don't have to believe everything you think. Sometimes we get a thought like, I'm not good enough, I'll never improve, nobody cares what I say, and we think it must be true, but it's not.
Exactly. A thought is just a thought. It's not a fact. And when you learn to challenge your negative thoughts, you take back your power.
So, let's walk our listeners through a simple process for dealing with those negative thoughts. What's step 1?
Step 1. Notice the thought.
Right. The first step is to become aware. You might feel sad or anxious, so pause and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now?
You might discover a thought like, I always mess things up.
Yes, and don't judge the thought, just observe it.
Step 2. Ask, is this thought helpful? Is it true?
The second step is to question the thought. Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or is it based on fear? Is it helping me or hurting me?
For example, if your thought is, I'll never learn English, ask, is that really true? Chances are the answer is no, I'm learning right now.
Exactly. A thought is just a thought. It's not a fact. And when you learn to challenge your negative thoughts, you take back your power.
So, let's walk our listeners through a simple process for dealing with those negative thoughts. What's step 1?
Step 1. Notice the thought. Right. The first step is to become aware. You might feel sad or anxious, so pause and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now?
You might discover a thought like, I always mess things up.
Yes, and don't judge the thought, just observe it.
Step 2. Ask, is this thought helpful? Is it true?
The second step is to question the thought. Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or is it based on fear? Is it helping me or hurting me?
For example, if your thought is, I'll never learn English, ask, is that really true? Chances are the answer is no, I'm learning right now.
Step 3. replace it with a more helpful thought.
Now that you've caught the negative thought and questioned it, the third step is to replace it.
Try something like, I'm not perfect, but I'm improving. I've had bad days, but I've also had good ones. I can grow from this.
I love that. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing thoughts that help you move forward.
Awesome. Let's try it together. Let's give our listeners a quick example. I'll say a negative thought, and Alex, you replace it. Emma, I'm not good at speaking English.
I'm still learning, and every word I say is practice.
Emma, I made a mistake during my interview.
Mistakes help me grow. Next time, I'll be stronger.
Emma, nobody believes in me.
I can believe in myself, and that's the most important thing.
Beautiful responses. Listeners, this is something you can do every day. Just take a deep breath, pause, and choose a better thought.
Positive affirmations for today.
Before we end this segment, let's share a few positive affirmations. You can repeat them with us, out loud if you can. Alex and Emma together. I am doing my best, and that is enough. I am learning, growing, and improving. I choose to believe in myself. I can handle whatever comes my way. Take a deep breath, smile, and remember, your mind is powerful, and you're learning how to guide it.
Yes, positive thinking is not about ignoring problems. It's about facing them with strength and hope.
Exactly. In the next segment, we'll look at real-life challenges and how listeners like you have turned their mindset around. You don't want to miss it.
See you there.
We've explored the power of positive thinking and how it can change not just the way we see the world, but how we speak, act, and grow every day.
We've shared real stories, useful expressions, daily habits, and practical tips. But most importantly, we hope you walk away today feeling just a little more hopeful and a little more confident in yourself.
Yes, learning a new language, like English, can be challenging. But when you have a positive mindset, you keep going. You celebrate small wins. You speak up, even if you make mistakes, and you keep believing in your journey.
Remember, it's okay to have bad days. But on those days, try to find even one small thing to be thankful for. One small positive thought can change your whole direction.
So here's our final challenge for you, dear listener. Say one kind thing to yourself today. Say one kind thing to someone else. And keep learning with a smile.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, follow, or share it with a friend who might need a little encouragement today.
You can also leave us a review or send us a message. We love hearing from our listeners around the world.
Until next time, keep your head up, your heart open,